Coach, I think we obviously have to start with Jamal Murray. What can you say about just an incredible performance by him tonight?
It was an incredible performance. You said it very well yourself. Obviously, 48 points, and he was shooting into a big basket the whole night throughout the game. And even when they tried to turn up the pressure, he found ways to get to the rim. He hit some incredibly difficult shots, but he was in his zone tonight. And thrilled for the win, thrilled with his performance. He's just got to learn, and we talked about it, not taking that last shot. But he's young. He's still learning, and you never want to try to disrespect anybody. And I think it wasn't disrespect. He was trying to get 50 points, which you understand. But our veterans hit him, they talked to him, and it's something he'll learn from. But hell of a win, hell of a crowd, and hope the Celtic fans had a good time tonight.
Jamal seems to really show up when the opposition, so against Kyrie Irving today, when the opposition is that high level, these are the games he shows up in most. What can you say about his just competitive nature?
Well, I think he's ultra competitive, and for him though, he has to realize he has to get up for everybody. Just can't be the Kyrie Irvings and the Russell Westbrook and Steph Currys. It has to be, no matter who we're playing, I got to be my A game. But he's a competitor. He knows that Kyrie Irving is one of the best players in the world. And, you always want to measure yourself against those best players. So, tonight he had one of those nights. I mean, Kyrie had some moments tonight where he was unguardable. So, hell of a performance from both of those guys. But at the end of the day, all we really care about, not 48 points, just getting another win.
And got down to 18 early, but were able to climb back. What allowed the team to kind of get back in the game?
Oh, taking care of the ball. I mean, that first quarter, for the game we had 13 turnovers, but in that first quarter we had 7 for 11 points. We were throwing the ball everywhere. And, it was funny. I wanted to take Jamal out because he had 3 turnovers, but he also had 12 points. So I figured the 12 points outweighed the 3 turnovers that left him in the game. But once we took care of the ball, and our bench was terrific. We start that second quarter on a 7-0 run and cut it. And the next thing you know, we're at halftime, we're down 2. So give our guys credit. Down 18, no panic. They're a good team. They're going to make shots, but we stayed with it. And we were able to pull out a good win.
How big is it to have the bench able to pull you out of situations now? It was such an issue last year, and now they're able to kind of get things and resettle it for you.
Yeah, it's and this is not the first time this happened. It's in Cleveland a couple of games ago, our bench came in and was terrific. A lot of energy in our third game in 4 nights. The other night, same thing. Our bench was phenomenal against Utah in that fourth quarter. And tonight, can talk about him time and time again, but Mason, Malik, Juancho, Monte tonight playing huge minutes down the stretch. So our bench is definitely playing at a high level, and we need them to continue to play at that high level and help our starting unit out.
They shot at a high level, but were you satisfied with the defense after the first quarter?
Yeah, second half, I think they were 3 of 17 from the 3-point line in the second half. So the 3-point shooting came way down. At halftime, it was way too high. And for the game, obviously 50%, which is not what you want. But when you're playing against a team as talented as they are, and that's the #1 defense in the NBA, and we're able to put up 115 points. That says a lot about our team. And we'll watch film, we'll clean up, and we'll get ready for Memphis.
Wins over the Warriors and Celtics, 2 teams that a lot of people think will go to the NBA Finals. What kind of statement is this sending to the rest of the league?
I'm not sure. I can't speak for the rest of the league. I know that our guys in our locker room truly believe in what we're doing, and I think, like Will Barton said, we have really high goals, and it's a matter of doing it for 72 more games now. This is game number 10 for us, but yeah, sure, people may be taking notice of the great start, the fact that we're actually playing defense for a change in Denver, but we're not worried about what people think about us. We just got to do our jobs every day and find a way to get better.
They obviously have star power in Kyrie. Al Horford is too. Did you like that you guys were tested and you could see how you guys responded?
Yeah, well, when we've been tested before tonight, Golden State comes in there. It's a back-to-back for us, and they have more star power than anybody. The Utah Jazz is a team that's been a playoff team and a deep playoff team the last couple of years. So it's not necessarily about who we play. It's playing the right way, meeting the challenge, and to be undefeated at home right now is something we pride ourselves on. Winning at home at a high level, and whether it's Kyrie and Tatum and Horford, or it's Mike Conley, Marc Gasol, and Sheldon Mack, I don't care who we're playing against. Make sure we play the right way and we bring it every single night.
When Jamal starts in the first quarter, I think he had 10 straight. Do you kind of get a feeling, hey, this might be one of those nights for him?
Yes. Yeah, you could tell right away early that he was shooting into a big basket. He had confidence. He had his rhythm going, and that's why he left him in the game. in spite of those turnovers that he had in that first quarter, because he was scoring and he was the only guy scoring for us. I went to Wancho early just to give us some more spacing on offense. That opened things up a little bit for us. But and then to your point, it was 10 in the first quarter, but it was throughout the whole night. A lot of guys got out early, and it's hard to sustain that over 48. And Jamal had just an incredible evening.
When he's got like 46, 48 in the fourth quarter, what's he like in huddles? Is he just telling everybody to get out of his way and give him the ball?
No, it's funny. There was a side out of bounds where they reviewed it to see if the ball hit the rim or not. So is it going to be a short clock play, or are they going to reset it to 14? And in that huddle, he's like, two coaches get me the ball. And obviously, I think everybody on the court was aware of that. Put the ball in his hands and let him make the play, let him make the shot. And tonight was his night, and I'm sure in Memphis in a couple nights will be somebody else's night.
One more. You made a brief mention of it, but putting Wancho in to start the second half, what did you like or what did you see there that kind of sent you that way?
Just we could not score the ball to start the game. So literally 2 minutes into the game in the first quarter, I subbed Torrey out and Wancho in, just to give us some spacing. Wancho's been shooting the ball well, somebody that they have to guard, and I decided to start the third quarter with that same unit, just to give ourselves a better chance to score.
Thanks, guys.